Butker's kick is up. He lines it up. The kick is long enough. It is good! Harrison Butker, money, penalty. Try to freeze him. He thaws the Chargers with a 23-20 walk-off 58-yard field goal.
Hey everybody, and welcome into The Breakdown. I'm Matt McMullen, and today we're talking Chiefs and Chargers after a thrilling comeback victory that kept Kansas City's 11-game winning streak alive. We've gotten used to this team imposing their will on opponents and lighting up the scoreboard, but on a day when seemingly nothing could get going, we saw this group battle and grind out a win over a team who wanted nothing more than to knock off the defending world champs. That's the heart of a champion, and despite a tough first half and multiple moments of adversity when things could have completely unraveled, this team powered through and left LA with the win. We'll hear from Harrison Butker, who nailed a pair of 58-yarders in this one, the latter of which won the game, plus Patrick Mahomes in today's episode. But first, here's what Coach Reid had to say following the game.
It was a tough team win, is what it was. Seems like every time we play these guys, it comes down to something like this. And I was proud of our guys for battling through, and things weren't going very well for us and on either side of the ball. But the guys rallied it, and I got the utmost respect for Anthony Lynn and his coaches, Gus Bradley, and the guys. You talk about coaches that work against you, and I know their schemes and their players and how they play those things. It's incredible. So we come out of it with a ton of room to improve. And we'll do that. I mean, I didn't think we were very efficient offensively. And again, tribute to pounding through. Patrick made some nice plays with his legs. Defensively, we got to keep working on our tackling. These are early season things that you see. We got to do better there. Snead came up with a big turnover for us. It was, really helped us kind of get things going in the right direction. And then Butker, I mean, what can you say? He kicked 4 field goals and 2 of them counted. But that's a tough thing to do. And he's a mentally tough kid, and we appreciate him and how he goes about his job.
We certainly do appreciate a guy like Butker, who nailed that game-winning kick not once, not twice, but 3 times due to various things nullifying each play. Just an incredible display of composure by Butker in the biggest of moments, and that's why he's one of the best kickers in the game today. Alright, so let's dive into this one from the very beginning. The Chiefs got off to a slow start on both sides of the ball. First, the Chargers surprised everybody when rookie quarterback Justin Herbert started the game at quarterback. Tyrod Taylor couldn't go due to a chest injury at the last minute, throwing the number 6 overall pick in the draft right into the fire. And he had LA in the end zone right away with an 8-play, 79-yard touchdown drive that he finished himself with a 4-yard touchdown run. The defense rebounded after that, as they held Herbert and the Chargers scoreless through the rest of the first quarter, but the Chiefs' offense also had their fair share of struggles early on. In fact, on the Chiefs' first 3 drives, KC tallied just 45 yards. Patrick Mahomes was 2 of 8 for 14 yards. Not exactly what we're accustomed to with this group, but they'd be in the end zone soon enough. After holding LA to a 3-and-out, the Chiefs took over at their own 27 and marched 73 yards on 10 plays, including 2 third-down scrambles by Mahomes to move the chains before Mahomes found Travis Kelce for a 10-yard touchdown.
Left to right, Mahomes takes the snap, corner pattern, right side, Kelce wide open, touchdown, Kansas City. The Chargers fooled. Rayshon Jenkins, the safety, was about 5 yards away, and the Chiefs cash in to get their first score of the game.
Big score there to get the Chiefs on the board, but the Chargers answered. Herbert led the Bolts down the field and found the end zone on a 14-yard touchdown strike late in the half, giving LA an 8-point lead headed into the break. The two teams traded field goals through the third quarter, including Butker's first 58-yarder, but the Chargers were driving again on their ensuing possession until Herbert threw a deep ball over the middle that landed right in the arms of rookie corner L'Jarius Sneed.
Herbert being rushed. Noddy maybe got held. He's going to throw it long across his body. He makes a mistake. It's intercepted. Intercepted by L'Jarius Sneed.
Alright, so the Chiefs got a big play on defense. Now it was up to the offense to cash in, and just a few short plays later, they would. First, Mahomes found Sammy Watkins for 11 yards on 3rd down to move the chains deep in their own territory. Then, Mahomes found McCole Harbin for a 22-yard gain. The big plays were starting to come, and 2 plays later, we saw the Chiefs' biggest play of the year thus far. Facing a 2nd and 8 at midfield, Mahomes rolled out to his right and uncorked a mammoth 54-yard throw downfield into the outstretched arms of Tyreek Hill, who somersaulted into the end zone with 2 defenders in his wake.
He is throwing long down the field. He wants Tyreek Hill, makes the catch and rolls into the end zone on the right side. Touchdown! Kansas City! And the Chiefs hit the Chargers with the 54-yard bomb to the cheetah.
It's the kind of play that we've come to expect from Hill, and just like that, the Chiefs were within 2. Here's what Patrick Mahomes had to say about the 54-yard touchdown strike.
And the throw to Tyreek was a play that we had game planned for. We wanted to run it earlier in the game, but we couldn't get to the right situation to run it. And so we were able to get it off, and I just put it out there as far as I can on the run, and Tyreek made a heck of a catch in double coverage.
I really don't think any other quarterback-wide receiver combination could have made this play. Hill hit an additional gear to get by 2 defenders near the goal line before making the catch, and in one fluid motion, he rolled right into the end zone. Incredible stuff, but there wasn't much time to celebrate. The Chiefs needed the 2-point conversion to tie things up, and that's exactly what they did as Mahomes found Mecole Hardman to tie the game.
They flood it. They throw it late. It is caught by Hardman in the wash. In the middle of the washing machine, Mecole Hardman takes the towel out and puts it in the dryer. And the Chiefs have tied the game at 12:48 to go, tied at 17.
So we were all tied up, but this Chargers team wanted this one badly, and they weren't going to give up. LA marched 82 yards over 17 plays and ate up more than 10 minutes, culminating in a chip shot field goal that put the Bolts back in front. You know the Chargers were trying to hang on to the ball as long as possible and keep it out of Mahomes' hands. And while that drive was impressive, the fact that they were held out of the end zone felt pretty big. Here was the reigning Super Bowl MVP, only down 3 points and with over 2 minutes to work with. We've seen this story over and over again at this point, and once again, Mahomes delivered. That clutch gene that some guys are just born with was most apparent on 3rd and 20 at midfield, when Mahomes tucked the ball and picked up 21 yards with his legs to move the chains.
Late safety blitz. Mahomes steps up into the pocket. He'll scramble. He's at the 40, first down 30. He's at the 25. Mahomes is hit and goes down to the 24 of the Chargers. On the calls timeout quickly. Chiefs still have 2 left at 44 seconds to go in the game. It is a scramble of 21 yards by Mahomes on 3rd and 20.
That made up nearly half of Mahomes' 54 rushing yards on the night, which included 4 total scrambles that converted 3rd downs. Here's what he had to say about his ability to move the chains with his legs after the game.
They were playing coverage. I think it was just they were playing coverage. They were getting depth, and our offensive line was giving me time, but they were getting so depth that we couldn't find ways to get open. And so the thing about them playing coverage and being so deep is that they don't have a guy for me. And so I was able to run and get some yards downfield. And so it's just trying to find whatever way to win. I think that's the biggest thing. Teams are going to stay back and guard our receivers. I'm about to find ways with my feet to make stuff happen.
The guy just keeps finding ways, whether it's the Super Bowl or Week 2, and we saw that throughout this drive, which eventually moved Butker into comfortable field goal range to tie the game as time expired in regulation.
Butker tried to tie the game, and he does so. Nails it on the final play of regulation. A 30-yard field goal. The Chiefs have a drive where they overcome 2 holding penalties to at least tie the game at 20 apiece.
All right, so we were headed to overtime, and it felt like the Chiefs had come way too far to leave LA without a victory. The extra period began with a great showing by the defense, which forced the Chargers to punt after just 3 quick plays. The Chiefs then took over on offense and went 39 yards on 13 plays, which included a 4th down conversion at midfield to set up Butker's game-winning kick. It took 3 attempts, which were all makes by the way, but Butker's final kick from 58 yards sailed through the uprights, and the Chiefs had themselves a comeback victory.
Butker's kick is up. He lines it up. The kick is long enough. It is good! Harrison Butker, money, penalty. Try to freeze him. He thaws the Chargers with a 23-20 walk-off 58-yard field goal.
Just an awesome moment as Butker's teammates lifted him in the air to celebrate a big win. Here's what he had to say post-game about the 3 game-winning attempts and the eventual 58-yarder that sealed it.
I think I just got a little bit more angry every kick. So the first one, I thought they called timeout, and then I realized it was a false start. But going into the second one, they called timeout again. So in my head, that's 2 timeouts. And then I think I even looked at the Chargers sideline because I was like, come on, man, I'm trying to finish this game and get back to Kansas City. So that third one I felt like was my best kick. And, I mean, to have 2 practice kicks before that is only going to help you. And I'm just really happy that we were able to stay through from the blocked extra point. We have a great field goal unit, James Winchester and Tommy holding the ball, and we were able to put it through. But that's stuff that we do in practice, and we were able to transfer it over to the game.
I mean, are you kidding me? Absolute ice water in Harrison Butker's veins. He later said he felt good from 70 yards in this one, and honestly, I believe him. The Chiefs can count on this guy in just about every moment, and we could not be luckier to have a guy like Harrison Butker on this team. All right, let's jump into my 3 stats to know from this game. First, Harrison's 58-yard field goals on Sunday were more than just impressive. They were historic. Only one player has ever connected on a 58-yarder in Chiefs history, Nick Lowry, who did it twice in the 80s. Butker managed to do it twice on Sunday alone, matching Lowry's record for distance and giving me plenty of reason to believe he'll break that record soon enough. My second stat is 18. That's how many 50-yard touchdowns Tyreek Hill has since entering the NFL in 2016. That's the most in the NFL in that span, and 9 more than second place. Hill is just ridiculous. My final stat is 28. The Chiefs are 28-3 against the AFC West since 2015. That is absolutely insane, and get this, the Chiefs haven't lost a divisional Sunday game since 2014. There are children in kindergarten who have never seen the Chiefs lose an AFC West game on a Sunday. That is crazy. Now, this one wasn't easy, we know that, but the Chiefs still found a way. Patrick Mahomes spoke about the mindset that won this game following the victory.
Yeah, it means a lot. I mean, obviously we didn't play the way we wanted to play, but to find a way to win. I think that when you get to the playoffs or when you get to later in the season and trying to make these runs, not every game's going to be a blowout. Not every game you're going to be winning the whole entire game. There's going to be difficult situations. I mean, there's great football players all around this league. And so we have to find a way to win no matter what adversity hits us and no matter what situation we're in the game.
Like I said at the beginning of our show, that's the mentality and the heart of a champion. It would have been really easy for the Chiefs to chalk this one up as a bad day at the office. The Chargers really wanted to win this game, and despite them doing a lot of things right to slow down the reigning Super Bowl champs, Kansas City grinded this one out and simply found a way. Yeah, it's just a Week 2 victory, but it's games like this that allow teams to overcome adversity in January. We saw what this team was made of yet again on Sunday, and that's what gives me confidence the Run It Back tour has a real shot at ending in Tampa. That's all I have for this one, everyone. Thanks so much for listening, as always, and I will see you later this week as we get ready for the Baltimore Ravens. Until then, this is Matt McMullen, signing off.